It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're having a team that's focused around Carmel Arrow. So some people were asking about a team like this that could kind of highlight the speed element of Carmel Arrow. Obviously, the critical boost damage that's been happening in the arena is definitely a way to run it. As you can see, the opposing team, that's really what they're focused on, is freezing an enemy and then using a Claire to just pump Carmel Arrow's damage to the moon. But we're going to go ahead and avoid that. Here's how we're doing it. Financer is set up to specifically guard Carmel Arrow in this team, as Carmel has the highest attack, and there's no Clotted to skew that to a different direction. Hollyberry is being used to stop damage from getting hit to all of the team right away, as it's redirecting. Obviously, you can run Wildberry and a few other options to do defensive measures, but Wildberry is more damage resistance for the team, so you're going to get hit for sure, where Hollyberry is pulling the damage to her specifically and using her high HP and shield to help guard against that. So Mint and Cotton are the healers here, where Mint is doing attack speed buffs to the whole team, making Caramel even stronger, and also increasing the speed and the relativity of the heals from Cotton. So, let's go ahead and take it into battle. And as you can see, they've got 200,000 power higher than us. They've got high-level treasures just like we do, even a revival as well. But we should still be able to beat them, and I'll show you why. So, as we run into battle, we're going to be activating Caramel, and then Financer, and then the speeds, and Hollyberry will be last. As you can see, most of the damage is heading over to Hollyberry. We do get Cotton pretty low health, as same as Financer, but both of them can take care of themselves pretty well. And just like that, their team has been erased from the entire game. Just kidding. So what's happened here is, if we look at the data, our Caramel Arrow performed 3 times as better as their Caramel Arrow. Now, yes, ours is ascended. I'm not going to ignore that, but I really don't think that that makes the difference here, as there's a minimal increase of power at each ascension, so I don't think that that's making the main measure. I think what's happening and what's really making the difference is that Financer is giving an attack boost to Caramel Arrow. We're running speed, and we're running attack speed boosting from Mint. So between Mint and Financer, we're pumping Caramel to the absolute maximum. So really, truly, Caramel is carrying the entire team. So if Caramel does die, then you're going to be in trouble, because the rest of the team will not be able to hold up as well. As far as healing goes, we're healing way faster than their entire healing team is doing, mostly because Caramel takes out their Cotton pretty quickly, so they don't really have much of a chance to heal. And then ours, it just continues to run healing at a very fast and rapid pace, so it does a pretty good job doing so. And then a Financer and Hollyberry, as you can see, are taking the bulk of the damage. They are getting hit the hardest, and they're the ones that are keeping our team safe. Now, if we go to the toppings of the team itself and show you that, we've got the damage resistance almonds on Hollyberry. We could be running much higher damage resistance, but all we have is 20% on her for now. So it shows you that it's very buildable, very doable for any player skill level. Financer, we're running a high damage resistance, high cooldown topping. We could be running other things and experimenting with other things, but mainly we just want that attack boost on Caramel Arrow as quick as possible, and so that's why we're running the cooldowns. With Caramel, we're running the critical jellies with high damage resistance. We want as much damage as possible and as powerful as possible. High attack speed substats, it's a main focus too, so that way you get the robes on Caramel Arrow and better attack speed animations. Mint is running almonds. Mint is a little kind of squishy in HP. As much as cooldowns can work for Mint, with high damage resistance, you can do that. That is probably a better option to do, but I don't have those toppings right now, so I took some damage resistance toppings and put that on Mint, because the HP is still pretty squishy, so I wanted to make sure there was at least enough damage resistance to make Mint survive. But that is the main reason I run that. If you can get some cooldown toppings that have 20 plus damage resistance on their substats and have high cooldown, that's a much better way to go, to be honest. And then when we go down to Cotton, if I could improve damage resistance here, that would be an optimal thing, but really the main thing is the cooldowns for the sheep and the fast healing. So I hope this team is helpful for you. It's something you can definitely use to just push through some teams that are not ready for speed teams. It's going to definitely hit hard, mostly from Caramel Arrow. Your counters are going to be Wildberry, Clotted Cream, and potentially a 4-quad tank team. Anything like that, you're probably going to run into a few issues with. But I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.